All right, man. A wise person once said, "Your hips don't lie," but neither does your tax records either. And so the person that we're referring to today is, of course, Shakira. She is a Spanish singer / entertainer, for those of you who do not know. And this article that popped up says that the tax fraud case in which she is involved in moves forward as a judge finds sufficient evidence for the trial. Now, the Spanish tax agency in December of 2018 accused the 3-time Grammy winner of failing to pay a staggering $14.5 million in taxes between 2012 and 2014. Dear Lord. So, man, I've seen this case happen too often with artists and entertainers in general. We get caught up because, we ain't filing our taxes right. How do we learn from this? How do we avoid becoming victimized victimized? A lot of times we put this on ourselves, but how do we not get caught up in tax fraud as artists and entertainers?
So the first thing that you want to do is recognize that you have to pay taxes. So when money comes in, even if it's not a lot, like let's say you make $2,000 this year for the whole year, right? That's a couple $100 a month. You still need to declare this income on your taxes. So if you, obviously at that stage, you probably don't have a tax. You might not have like a tax guy or a tax woman just yet. But, even if you just get like a W-2, you still can put the rest of this income on another form. So the other thing to make it easier on ourselves is even if, like I said, even if you're just starting out, have a separate account for any business expenses that you do. Yeah. So have your business account. Like, it doesn't take that much time to set up. People just don't do it. Yeah. But it makes your life a whole lot easier around tax time. You're not sifting through your statements, like trying to figure out, is this a business expense? Was that like, just put it on a separate account. Yeah. Go down to the bank. You can open up a sole proprietorship. You can do a DBA, which is a doing business as, and then you can go to your local court office. I'm not sure which one it is just yet, so you guys can Google all this, but it's where you go and trademark your names, things like that. So go down there, and you can do like Joe Smith doing business as Joe the musician, right? Right. And then you can have your business account set up under that. Other thing you can do is also have an LLC. All right. So LLC is a limited liability company. And that pretty much, like, just in case you get sued, people can only come after the business assets, not your personal assets. Right. All right. Right. Anything above and beyond that, like there's S corps and C corps. You really don't need that just yet. Like, we're under a LLC with an S election. Yeah. Okay. So that just means, just in case you guys like want to know, maybe a little bit down the line, that means that it's treated as an S corp under an LLC for tax purposes. Okay. So like your accountant at that point, because I can't go file my S election. Right. Like, you have to have somebody go do that for you. Right. So that there's like certain benefits that you'll get whenever you do your taxes correctly. So instead of like having to go back and pay all these penalties, like Shakira probably would be right now, if she just did them right the first time and set them up the best way, she could have cut that tax bill down a good percentage. And that's why you hear about wealthy people like doing tax strategy and all that stuff. Think of it in, I know a lot of people who may not have experience with taxes see it as like, like these rich people and we should go take all their money and like stuff like that. The reason why they would get discounts up front is because the government wants to give you incentives to work with them better. Yeah. So the easier job you make it on the government, the more breaks you are going to get and the more breaks you should get. Right. All right. So clearly, I'm a capitalist. Like, everybody should know that. Right. Being a business owner, and that's why I understand this. And like, I'm not fooled by other ideologies. When you make it easier on the government to do their job, they give you a break. All right. So Amazon has provided, what is it, like 1.3 million jobs or something like that? how much easier did they make the government's job by providing those jobs?
That's right.
Okay, so that's why they would get the breaks that they get.
Yes.
Because like when you can pay everybody over $15 an hour, which is what everybody's been asking for, like you just took everybody's excuses away.
Yep.
Okay,
right.
so and even going down to like the small business level, whenever you can make it easier for your local economy, like they're willing to say, okay, like we'll work with you, we'll give you this break under the S election or the S corp, or if you provide healthcare under here, like this can be tax free for your employees and all that stuff. So, like, yeah, it makes sense to, and this isn't. I want to clear up something else. This isn't like trickle down economics.
Yeah.
This is supply side. So it's just saying like, here's where the supply is coming from. We know that whenever we dispense money to a bunch of people, it usually flows back to the billionaires. In case you guys have ever noticed that, like it flows back to them, and there's a reason for that. I wouldn't say to get mad about it. I'd say to learn from it. Yeah. Because in this day and age, like as we keep going over like this crypto stuff, like you guys having your own cryptocurrencies, this is going to be very useful information. Yeah. Okay. So whenever people are now flowing that money into the cryptocurrency, because overall the cryptocurrency is still over $1 trillion in cash flow. Yeah. Like that knowledge is going to be useful for all of the creative industry. Like as you build your own chain, like on Rally, when we go look at somebody's chain now and their market cap or their support volume, it's going to say right now it's only like a few $100,000. Yeah. And I know some people are like, a few $100,000, that'd be great to have. Yeah. Like, yeah, it would. But Apple's market cap is like over $2 trillion. Okay. So that's why it's really small right now. But as you grow, knowing all these tax strategies and working with the government beforehand so that you don't get in trouble on the back end, like this is going to benefit you greatly. So do you see this with entertainers all the time? Just don't be one of them. It's really not that hard to set up, guys. Just go and get your paperwork done. Take a weekend and go do it. Don't go party one weekend. Like just go get your paperwork done. Get it out the way. Put everything on your business card. Have either a business credit card, business debit card. Put them all on there. If you get cash in from, if you're taking cash at the door from someplace, just dump it into the business account. Keep it clean. Keep it simple.
That's right. So good, man. So informative.